This episode is being recorded out of Shop Talk Podcast Studios in Oak Park, Michigan. For more information, visit www.shoptalkpod.com.
Oh man, what you think about these last couple of episodes of the Jordan shit?
This nigga telling Horace Grant he can't eat because he had a bad game.
Well, I didn't see that part I guess that's coming up, but or I just missed that shit. But like I didn't see that part though. But I'm like, damn, that's fucked. I mean, Jordan kind of has
Horace Grant just don't. That's the one thing I'm learning about Mike, man. It's a lot of dry snitching going on in this whole shit. Like the whole thing is just like a.
Oh, it ain't dry snitching. He like, no, nigga, that was Horace. That was Horace telling, nigga. That wasn't me going to the motherfucking press and Horace, one of his best friends, write a fucking tell-all book about secrets of the league, and like that shit get blamed on me. No, that was that nigga. I mean,
it's just a lot of fishy shit going on, man. And Jordan, I don't know, like the type of teammate he was. I don't see why niggas didn't hurt him. Like, why are niggas so scared of him?
Cause the nigga just cold on the court. Niggas ain't never seen no shit like that before. Nigga competitive.
I mean,
and like if you slacking though, like when you slacking and a nigga call you out on slacking and you know you slacking though, and you see that nigga putting in the work, it's kind of hard to be mad. Now, if y'all doing just as much as the same shit and you just think that you better than everybody and you think that you putting in work, oh, you can shut the fuck up with that shit. But like, yeah, this nigga is kind of telling me the truth. He is better than me and shit.
But dog, we are literally watching niggas. They were straight scared of Mike.
Why you say that? Who you think was scared?
Like how he was punking everybody and shit. Like just the way that he, goes about motivating his teammates. I'll say that.
Yeah. So the only thing I really saw that was kind of strange to me that was when Randy Brown was asking for tickets and he was handing out tickets like they. Well, technically, nigga, I'm the one that filled up this arena. I should get the most tickets, but he was passing the motherfuckers out, and Randy Brown seemed like thankful to get a ticket. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like he was like,
bitch, I play on the team too.
Yeah, he made that thank God comment. He was like, yeah, he referenced like, yeah, God gave him to me or some shit. Like, all right, nigga, relax. Like, relax.
And I can understand Jordan being the best player in the league at that time. It just seemed like, I don't know, man. I just didn't expect that level of like ass kissing that niggas was going through to stay on his good side. And that whole thing like, oh, I ain't got a gambling problem. I got a competition problem. No, nigga, that's a gambling problem. You straight got a gambling problem.
I don't know. Like, what's a problem though? Like, when does it become a problem? Means that something bad happened. So, like, where's the problem at? I put like this, right? So I'm a basketball player,
mm-hmm.
and my wife go out and buy new bags. She spend money on clothes, so she got a motherfucking shit. She running through $90,000 a month just on frivolous shit. You know what I'm saying? Partying and doing all this extra shit. Do I got a wife problem? Cause like I'm losing $90,000 a month and I don't even win nothing. You know what I'm saying? But like she like bags that make her feel good. But what if I want to spend $90,000 a month? What if I lose $90,000 a month, but I lose it gambling and I made some money in it? Like, where does the quote unquote problem come in at though?
The problem is maintaining that lifestyle.
Jordan had never been broke. That's what he was like, nigga. My wife ain't leaving me. She ain't. My bills ain't past due. That's why I kind of don't. You know, the rumor was Jordan owed some gambling debt, so they killed his father, right? But like,
yeah.
I looked into that. Like, that's not what happened. Like, that nigga Jordan dad pulled over on the side of the road in a brand new red Lexus and took a nap. And then 2 niggas caught him lacking, shot him, stole the whip, and they got found like a week and a half or so later. But it was shit in the car. They stole shit in the car. They tried to sell the rings and shit. Like, if you a hitman, like, you're not trying to sell shit that was in the car. Like, y'all, and you wouldn't steal the car. You would kill and get the fuck out of there. Like, these was 2 country niggas who seen an old man lacking, didn't know it was Jordan until his pops. And when he probably found out that it was his pops, they probably, I don't know, but like, that shit don't scream professional hitman. But it also screams that, when did Jordan not have enough money to pay a debt? Like, he got money. Like, he ain't never had no financial issue and shit. So I know that was like folklore. And like last week I went, let me Google this shit and just try to find out. Like, them niggas got found. They told on each other who did this, who pulled the trigger. Like, I don't know though. I don't know if that actually like happened that way.
I give you that. A lot of that shit is just conspiracy theory. I don't know. It's just something about the way that he carried himself that, you know, when you a kid and you looking at like Michael Jordan, the icon, like I just didn't expect some of the shit from him.
Yeah.
He just doesn't seem like the type of motherfucker you want to be around. The only nigga I see him talk like really endearingly about is just Kobe.
Wait till that Kobe doc come out. Like, we seen some of the tough shit.
We might be saying the same thing.
Like, wait till that Kobe doc come out.
Like, Kobe is endearing now because he's dead, but like,
because he retired.
We could probably easily, yeah.
Because that last 2 years of Kobe shit was, yeah.
It was a lot of times when niggas didn't care for Kobe.
For sure.
And so I mean, I don't want to make that nigga seem like he the golden child in this shit, because like, we endear him now because he's dead.
Yeah.
But like, niggas was not fucking with Kobe for a long time.
And what's so like, we endear Kobe, he has passed, but them last 2 years of his life when he wasn't playing, like, he did go through like a rebrand. Really, like the last year of his playing career, last couple years of his playing career, and then after his career was over, he did go through like a little bit of a rebrand where he was just like nicer to people and like talk to people and let people in and out there with his daughter the whole 9 yards. Then on top of all of that, he passed while people were enduring him. Then he passed. Oh, now that shit shoot up like 1,000%. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know, that's gonna be interesting. But Jordan did say he had reservations about when this came out. He said we haven't seen it yet. But I guess him and Scott Burrell, he said he was kind of tough on him because he was just trying to get the best out of him. And apparently in these next episodes that's about to drop, they're going to go through the infamous fight with Steve Kerr. So that's about to come up. So, man, that shit should be interesting.
I mean, I guess I look at it like you a supervisor. You know how to, like, you can't manage everybody on your team the same way. You know what I'm saying? Like, some of them niggas, you got to, you know, you motivate everybody differently.
Yeah.
And that's all at the end of the day he's really, you know, really guilty of is just how did he motivate them niggas.
Yeah. Or like, you know, basketball is competitive. Or shit, in general, I'm competitive. If we out there on the court, I'm talking shit. Cause that's what the fuck I do. We talk shit on the mic here. Like, if we doing something, I'm gonna talk shit while I'm doing it. And that's just in general. But what if I don't like you and I'm better than you and I'm whooping you? Oh, I'm really laying on that shit. And I need you to participate. Yeah. So yeah. I don't know, man. We just matter of fact, we gonna go ahead and get started, man. And he called in. We'll just add that shit in.
All right.
Live from Detroit, live from Detroit, live from Detroit.
Pink suits with hats to match. Big crocodiles and Cadillacs. You looking for the fattest sacks. This is where it's at. Windows tinted, seats fully reclined. Keep the hands on the burner, cause niggas know that it's money on our mind.
Yo, what up, though? It's your man Jay Johnson, a.k.a. the tinfoil hat titan, a.k.a. the conspiracy realist, a.k.a. the technology snob, Steve Jobs Jr. Don't text me with your green bubbles, a.k.a. I only debate my equals, everybody else I teach. Also known as Juice, because all the hoes say J.U. Ice, Young Caesar, because you know you can't roam without me. Mr. If you don't like me, fight me. I got kicked out of Noah's Ark because they couldn't find another animal just like me. A.K.A. the West Side T'Challa, the new leader of Wakanda. Don't debate me, debate your mama. I am the best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be. What up?
What up, though? This your man Dame Gone Wild, the West Side Landlord, the Pride of PA, High Chief Dame Don't Fuck Around, the liquor store legend, the corner store conquistador, your mama's favorite dame, and the David Ruffin of the Shop Talk podcast, because you know who the fuck they came to see. Not you, Otis. It's no better than these 4 letters. Thank God for Dame. And if you're speaking on Dame, you better say it nice. And if you don't put the boss in front, then bitch, you're not saying it right. Let's go.
Yo, welcome back. Shop Talk Podcast, episode 208. 8 episodes of the Corona Chronicles. 2 months, man.
Yeah, man. I feel like this shit ain't never going to end.
Man, it got to. Well, not 7 episodes, but still. No, 8. Shit. Yeah, 208.
Yeah, this is the 8th one. Because 200, we was celebrating.
Yeah, man.
We were still celebrating. Now Big Gretch ain't going to let us. Gretch Money ain't letting nobody out the house.
You know what's so funny, man? What we missed this week? Well, we missed a couple things last week. So I do want to address those. One, May is Urban Podcast Month.
Absolutely.
Our brothers from the Connected Experience, and we got together and we started Urban Podcast Month, 3 years ago now? And
yeah.
We usually have a big event in May, but Corona ruined this shit.
Corona is the event this year.
Yeah, man. That kind of got ruined, you know what I'm saying? But it is Urban Podcast Month. Shout out to all the podcasts that listen to us. Shout out to the ones that I listen to. If you know an urban podcast, very black. Urban podcast, man, get them some love. Tag them. Hashtag UPM 2020, Urban Podcast Month 2020. We just gonna share. And matter of fact, when we drop the dates, the graphics and shit for this one, tag y'all podcast on the Shop Talk page, and we'll shout y'all out. We just gonna promote all urban podcasts. You know what I'm saying? All month. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Because we about spreading the love. Because we know what it's like when you new out here, don't nobody really know you, and you just trying to, get the word out.
Yeah, and just like I want more people into podcasting, and like once you get people listening to podcasts, this is the thing with urban podcasts, because it's a newer space. It's not like first week album sales or nothing like that. Like only one person can do good. Like once you get somebody into podcasting, you get a new listener and they like your podcast, they can be like, well, shit, I want to listen to some more podcasts. And if you only got an hour worth of content and they got to wait a whole nother week, are they going to listen to something else? So every time you pick up a new subscriber or a new listener, you actually are helping someone else move into the space of listening to podcasts. And by default, you helping other podcasters just by having people listen to your show. So what we should be doing and focusing on all Urban Podcast Month is getting people to listen to different urban podcasts, because we got it's a big space out here, and we making some noise. We're a big presence.
And it's not, and like you said, it's not like it's just my podcast versus everybody. Like it's a lot to go around, and it's a lot of really good podcasts out here. Not just the ones that record at Shop Talk Podcast Studios or that's affiliated with us. It's just a lot of good podcasts with a lot of good and interesting content, and just give it a chance.
No one watches.
Give it a chance.
No one watches only 1 hour worth of TV all week. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if you like TV, you're gonna watch another show. So once your podcast is over, you're gonna listen to another one. Also, the second thing that we missed was May 1st was like the day that we kicked off Shop Talk Podcast Studio 3 years ago. And
dog, that I was deleting shit out my phone, and I looked at the video from when you first moved in, when you first got the keys to the spot that we're in currently.
Yeah, man. That it came up on my feed and my timeline, and everything. So, man, because Urban Podcast Month just happened to be right after our it was like our 3-year anniversary. Well, this was gonna be our 3-year anniversary having the studio up and running. But every May is our anniversary on that tip. And next month it'd be our 4-year anniversary for doing the podcast. So we'll be celebrating that.
Yeah, man. Shit crazy.
I found out it was June 18th, 2016 was the day we recorded our first podcast. 2016 on June 18th.
Wow, man.
Yeah.
Long. It seems like a long time, but them 4 years then flew by, and so much has changed for the both of us.
Yeah.
In that amount of time. I mean, when we first started, I remember us getting, 30 listens in a week and being like happy with that. I remember when we first broke 100, it was a huge accomplishment. Now we're getting, a few thousand every week, and we still not where we want to be, but the growth is there. We've seen it.
Yeah, and numbers is gonna be numbers. They gonna do what they do. But like just content wise and familiarity on the microphone and comfortability on the mic and just finding our voices through that time. You know what I'm saying? So we'll get more into that.
Yeah, man. It's funny all the mistakes we used to make in the beginning, man.
Used to. Still doing. I still fuck shit up.
It's not as bad as it once was. Man.
Right.
We done did whole episodes and didn't record them.
This is true. And another thing, man, I want to get out before we get the episode going, man, is our good brother Mike Muddy. Muddy's sister man had a house fire the other day, man. Whole house burned down, lost everything, dog.
Wow, that's terrible.
Yeah, man. So put together a little GoFundMe, man, to try to provide her some assistance in this time, because it's a real it's never a good time to go through a tragedy, but like right now when everything is jacked up, all friends and family is all strapped for cash because people ain't worked in months, and charities and stuff that normally is there for people, it just isn't as plentiful because of the situation that we in. So I'm gonna assist anywhere I can. I'm gonna drop the links in the show notes. So if you got anything that you can do, man. But thank God, man, that she wasn't there. Normally she sleeps pretty hard. The fire happened early in the morning, and she happened to be at work, and her son happened to spent the night at a different location the night before. So something went on, and like that. This could have been a much worse story. You can replace physical items, but you can't replace people, man. So,
absolutely not.
It's a real tough situation.
One thing that I don't know if a lot of people know, my man Muddy is definitely a man of faith. I've seen Mike do some incredible things in the short amount of time that we have been cool, man. And I know God got him and his family. I thank God today, he covered them and protected them, and there was only things lost, because things can always be replaced, but people can't. So, we definitely want to do what we can to help hold him up, support him and the family throughout this time, and be there for him in whatever type of way we can.
Facts. His family is like my family. I literally look at them like my family. You know what I'm saying? From holidays for everything. So I'm gonna help out as much as I possibly can. So if y'all want to help, the link is in the show notes. It's gonna probably be there. It's gonna be there. So that's where it's gonna be for the next couple weeks.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. It's gonna be there for the foreseeable future.
Yeah. All right, man. Now that that's all those things are the particulars out the way, man. How was your weekend, man?
Man. So like, I'm not gonna go into great detail, but I had like a really bad week, and you know, I'm gonna save myself the personal embarrassment. You know, man, I definitely did some stupid shit this week that could have, you know, landed me in jail. I ain't gonna beat around the bush or nothing about it. It's only the grace of God and the mercy of, you know, some decent people in my life that I am free out on these streets, because the nigga almost went to jail 2 days ago, and if I'd have went to jail, I'd have still been there.
Yeah.
And I would have probably been there for a little bit of time. So, you know, I'm just trying to play it cool, man. I let my temper get out of hand and did some dumb shit, but you know, thankfully God is good and people are merciful. The end.
That's true. Yeah, man. When you text me early in this week, I was like, nigga, what? I was like, wait, what? Like, what? He's like, yo, you might have to get a guest host this week. Like, yeah. So yeah, that was.
Yeah, man. It was looking bad. It was looking bad, but I did it to myself. You know, unfortunately, I got a little bit of a temper, and sometimes it can get away from me. I'm not gonna blame nobody but me. You know, I lost control, and now I got to work on that.
Yeah,
so,
man.
You know, but thankfully I'm still out here.
That's what's up. This week for me, man, I don't know. It's just been a week. I wrapped up some shit. Shout out to Pharaoh, man. He got some new shit popping. Interview I shot a couple months ago, actually. So he priming up to drop that shit. I can't wait till that drops. It was a really good interview, really good discussion rather. Cause that wasn't even an interview. That was a really good discussion with two good brothers, man. So I can't wait for y'all to see that, man. Other than that, man, just been chill mode, trying to stay alive, my brother. Trying to stay alive, which is hard to do as a black man, and it's hard to do as just somebody trying to duck Corona.
Dog, you know, the being black in America is stressful as fuck. I always see the memes. It's like playing life on all Madden. It's literally like playing life on all Madden, because no matter if you're just minding your own fucking business, just being a decent human being, you know, it's hard to stay alive out in these streets. It's hard to.
Literally. I mean, while you may be just jogging in the streets, two white devils may track you down, jump in front of you, attack you, murder you, and attempt to get off with the shit.
What did they call it? A citizen's arrest?
So, like,
that's what they was trying to. Why don't you just go through the story?
Yeah. So in Georgia, a young black man, Ahmaud Arbery, was just 25 years old, doing a daily jog, and two white devils tracked him down and murdered him. So how the story goes, allegedly, he just minded his business jogging, and one of the white devils look out the window and see him jogging by and say, "Hey, son, there goes the burglar. I think that's the guy that's been breaking in houses around here." I mean, he's black and he's running. It has to be him, right? In broad daylight, in running gear, in broad daylight. But that has to be him. So they went and get guns, and then they get in the car
during the middle of the day.
Midday.
During the middle of the day, too. Not jogging at night. During the middle of the day.
So they chasing him down. He keep running, and then they drive this truck past him, and then like park it in the street. And one of them is in the car, and one of them in the bed of the truck. So dude runs around the truck trying to avoid confrontation again, and the son gets out with a rifle. So when his son gets out with a rifle, he goes for the rifle, and they struggle, and the son shoots him once, shoots him twice. Then dad in the back of the truck gets out and he shoots him a third time, and he runs off, and then he collapsed. Like, y'all literally saw a man running down the street, minding his business, jogging down the street, minding his business, said, hey, let's go get our guns, get inside of our cars, chase him down, and murder him. Like, I don't, like, this was so unnecessary.
The video is really difficult to watch.
So
it's really hard to watch.
So I had just heard about the story. The video came out on Tuesday. I think I had just heard about the story possibly Friday. One of my homeboys, Mo, had sent me a link to the story, and I read it like, man, this is wild. And this is before the video had surfaced. I'm like, dawg, this is so fucking crazy. And like, I didn't have, like, all right, so in one of the groups I'm in, iMessage group, somebody drop a Facebook link, but they don't give any kind of details to what the actual video was about. So I watched the video, but I didn't know what I was watching. Nigga drop a link, you click the link to a certain extent, right? And I seen,
right.
And while it was going down, I'm thinking like, oh shit, this looks like what happened the other day, and then all that shit happened. One, I didn't need to see that. I kind of wish people would give a disclaimer before they start sharing shit like that, because I don't need to see the murder of another black person. I just don't need to see that shit over and over again, man. But this was just like, I don't understand how, and this happened back in February,
right?
And it happened. Go ahead.
Is it safe to say that like we kind of desensitized to some of this shit?
Yeah. But the reason that it didn't get, so before the video surfaced, the police told the mom, your son was involved in a robbery and he was shot and killed, and that was the end of the case. She didn't have any information. Like, the police said, hey, this is what happened. He was involved in a robbery and he was shot and killed. And she just left holding that information. Like, why would my son try to rob somebody? Why would he be trying to break in the house? That's not him. You know what I'm saying? But like, right. That was the official thing. And apparently that one of the devils was a former police officer and worked for the prosecutor and all this other shit. So it was some hometown cooking going on. So the mom thought, because of COVID-19, that this situation wasn't getting enough attention, so she reached out, and like Lee Merritt and the other people got involved in the case, and it's an attorney. His name is Alan Tucker. He's the person that released the video, white guy.
Okay.
And I don't get the impression that he released the video because he thought this was gonna bring somebody to justice. He said he got tired of all the lies that was going back and forth. So he said it was a lot of shit that was going on in the community, a lot of lies going back and forth. So he released the video, I guess thinking that it was going to, I don't want to put words into his mouth, but he released the video and then everything took on from there.
Okay.
So the prosecuting attorney from Georgia today said he watched the video and didn't find any grounds to charge him. These niggas they said that they trying to do a citizen's arrest. Come on, fam. Like, fuck, no stand your ground. Just a citizen's arrest. Like, is this what we doing now, dog?
So I don't know what it takes to perform a citizen's arrest, and I'm not going to act like I do. I have no idea, what type of qualifications are involved in that type of action.
Man, that's some TV shit, dog. That is some TV shit. How do you know a crime has been committed? Civilian?
Yeah, I've never known anyone to participate in a citizen's arrest. I don't know what it takes to perform a citizen's arrest. How is it justified? Any of that good stuff. Because I'm like you. Only time I've ever heard of that shit be on TV shows.
They talking about you can hold somebody until the police come when they committing a crime. One, I didn't commit a crime. Two, if you hold me against my will, ain't that kidnapping? So now you the person I need to, like, how does that work?
How do you prove just in the commission? How do you prove that they committed a crime?
Facts. And until it's proven, is it okay for you to have me at gunpoint, or you can hold me? Like, it's okay for you to kidnap me and violate my actual rights while you hoping that I did something that you think was against the law? Like that, this citizen.
I would even break it down a little more simpler than this. Me and you are both gun owners. Me and you both are licensed. Well, one of us is licensed to carry right now. But when you take the CPL class, they tell you if you are caught with your weapon, you will be charged. You will go to jail. I can't just go out and make a citizen's arrest just because of the fuck of it, because I don't have shit else better to do. Like, if I use my gun, my legally registered firearm, I have to be able to justify it. Not just, I pulled it out because I felt scared, or I discharged it just because I felt scared. I have to be able to legally justify why I use my weapon.
I don't understand,
I don't know
how you leave your house with a gun.
Justify stopping this man because he's jogging.
The one of the devils told the police that he attacked his son. Well, your son cut me off in the road and then got out the car and came at me with a gun. I'm fighting for my life here. I'm literally fighting for my life.
After I tried to avoid him and the gun and the car, I ran around them. I'm going to say something, and it's probably going to be really unpopular to, people that listen, but the white people have no natural predators. And that's why some of the reason I believe they act the way that they do. What is some type of superiority complex? You've ever been somewhere and somebody white gave a command, tell somebody to stop, sit down, don't do it. And as soon as you balk back, they look at you like you crazy. Why the fuck do I have to listen to, like, I'm a man. Why the fuck do I have to listen to you and you tell me to stop, or you question me, and the minute that I stand up for myself, I become a target? Like, why are you so weak and fearful that when you see me, I'm immediately a target to you?
I think,
like, I don't get that.
I mean, I think it's that. I think they so fearful of us because they know that if they would have endured what we would have endured, we would be angry, and we would probably try to get our payback. But clearly, we've been a peaceful people, right? Because we don't have a history of violence against you, but you have a history of violence against us. Like, I should literally be more afraid of you than you should be of me. Because let you tell it, all we do is black on black violence, right?
But literally, a white person tells a black person to do some shit. They don't have zero authority. You know what I'm saying? Like, they're not in charge of shit. So when the black person, responds back with some variation of what the fuck and what the hell, then why do they go wild? You know what I'm saying? Who gives you the authority to be in charge of everything in life? Like, who? Where the fuck is your, like, that's some fucking audacity that come along with that, and I can't wrap my head around that shit.
I can't wrap my head around me being a human being trying to have authority over another human being. Like, I don't want that level of power over someone, and I'm not.
No, go ahead.
Like, I don't want that level of power. Like, I don't think I'm above. Like, I don't ever want to be a police officer. It almost got to be like, I get people wanting to restore order, but like, who you think you are to tell a motherfucker what they can do? Like, why are you the judge? Like, why are you the? I don't get it, dog. But like, when you black,
if we
Go ahead.
If we just strip away the color aspect of it, you see a stranger jogging. You block his path, pull out a weapon, tell him to stop, and then you shoot him for refusing to listen to you. That's what happened. Plain and simple. The end.
Man, I was talking to one of the homies and shit about why I think dogs, canines, are the biggest assholes of all, right? Because you can be walking down the street minding your business, a dog will see you and just come attack you for no fucking reason. Well, apparently they not the biggest assholes on the planet, because they saw him jogging down the street and just went and attacked him for no fucking reason, like a fucking animal.
Yeah, man.
So peep this. We clearly can't jog, right? We can't play loud music. You get killed like Jordan Davis. You can't sell CDs. You get killed like Alton Sterling. You can't walk to the corner store. You get killed like Mike Brown. You can't play cops and robbers because you'll get killed like Tamir Rice. You can't go to church because you'll get killed like the Charleston 9. You can't go home. You can't walk home with a bag of Skittles and Arizona iced tea because you'll get killed like Trayvon Martin. You can't hold your hairbrush while leaving your own bachelor party because you'll get killed like Sean Bell. You can't go to a party on New Year's Eve because you'll get killed like Oscar Grant. You can't stand in normal traffic because you'll get killed like Sandra Bland. You can't lawfully carry a weapon because you'll get killed like Philando Castile. You can't shop at Walmart. You get killed like John Crawford. You can't have a disabled vehicle. You get killed like Terrence Crutcher. You can't read a book in our own car. You get killed like Keith Scott. You can't be a 10-year-old walking your grandfather because you get killed like Clifford Glover. You can't decorate for a party, Claude Reese. You can't ask a cop a question, Randy Evans. Like, you can't run, Walter Scott. You can't breathe, Eric Gardner. We can't live, Freddie Gray. Niggas is just tired, dog. You can't do nothing. Like,
it's life on all Madden, bro. It literally is.
Like, you walking around
it's
the streets
life on all Madden.
on GTA with the 5 stars 24 hours a day.
You know what? It's like playing Grand Theft Auto online. Like, for anybody that play internet gaming, as soon as you log in, people are trying to kill you.
100%.
As soon as people find out that you online and in the game, is a hunt to stay alive. People are trying to kill you.
But you can't respawn nowhere. In real life, you can't respawn.
You know, I always look at when I see some of these young brothers get killed, you know, I always equate it to, like, my son is 17. He'll be going away to college next year. He'll be in some small, you know, some college town where I can't, you know, nurture him like I do now. And he'll be trying to figure out life on his own, you know, walking to class, jogging, you know, picking up groceries, just living like a young man.
Yeah.
And he's going to become a target. He'll be a target for somebody. And I just look at, like, a lot of these young dudes, you know, under 30. No, I'm not old enough to be your dad, but I'm old enough to be your big brother, you know, your big homie, your cousin, somebody that I grew up with. And it's you know, I thank God I've survived 38 years of life. You know, it wasn't by just, you know, my street smarts and survival skills. There was a lot of prayer. It was, you know, a lot of being aware, you know, other people looking out for me. And, you know, sometimes we all don't have that. And it's just a sad reality of what we living in and what we going through. In 2020, we still being lynched out in the streets. That was a lynching.
Like in the back, two good old boys in the back of a pickup truck down south saw a black man running down the street and decided to go end his life.
For no other reason than he was black.
Two devils.
That's it.
Now, unfortunately, or fortunately, whatever, devils don't stop. I don't call them people devils because they white, because unfortunately this week there was 3 other devils that caused to end the life of a black man. Of course, you heard about the situation that happened at the Family Dollar in Flint.
Yeah.
Where a 43-year-old man, Calvin Munnerlin, I hope I pronounced that last name correctly, just doing his job, being a security guard, and a young lady was in with her daughter and said, hey, this is a store policy saying that you, in order to come in the store and then move throughout the shop, you have to wear, your mask because COVID-19. Well,
right.
The daughter didn't have a mask and the mom was upset. And so she left. I think she spat at him, by the way. So she left. She came back with her husband and her son, and they came back and shot him in the head and killed him. Like,
yeah, man.
The color of your skin.
Brother wasn't trying to do shit but do his job.
The color of your skin don't make you a devil. Cause these 3 that came back up to this store, because your child didn't have a mask on, instead of you just getting a fucking mask, or having your child wait in the car,
or leaving, or just leaving.
Like, you killed a man, and you went and got your boyfriend, husband, and your child, your son. Well, I won't say child because he grown. But like, what the fuck is wrong with y'all, man? Like, life ain't worth nothing no more. Like, the value of life isn't worth a disagreement with a store policy. Fam, put a fucking mask on.
It's the entitlement of people. The entitlement, the audacity to think that I'm above the rules. I don't have to listen. I can just do what the fuck I want to. And if you don't let me do what I want, then you gonna pay for it.
That little girl who didn't have a mask on, she don't have a fucking family no more. She don't have a mom. Yeah. She don't have a father. She don't have an older brother. Her whole family gone because her mom's a fucking idiot. Like, y'all went home, got a gun, and killed a man. Like, that was a conversation like, yo, we about, like, how do you get from point A to point B? Because if you an actual man and your lady come home and say there was a situation there, your first thing should be to diffuse the situation. If you going up there, how about you go up there and finish the shopping? But you don't go up there to confront, like, what, you want to fight? You took a gun. Like, you literally thought, I might have to kill this man, so let me grab my gun. Or did you think, oh, he a big guy, he might beat the shit out of me, I probably shouldn't be confronting him anyway. Like, I don't understand the process where one devil can look out the window and see somebody running and say, oh, this got to be an issue. And the other devil will look a black man in his eyes, spit at him, and shoot him to his death because you didn't like the fact that you gotta obey a fucking state mandate that say you gotta wear a mask while you're in the store.
Yeah, man, the most cowardice way to just cowardly. That's all it is.
Like, people really hate their lives, man. Shoot yourself, dog. Kill yourself. You don't want to be here no more because you clearly don't. You clearly don't value nothing that you got going on in your life. You ain't have shit to do the next day. You thought you can go into a fucking store and kill somebody in broad daylight. Cause this wasn't no late at night shit. You thought you can go into a store in a park in broad daylight and shoot somebody and just go home the next day? You gonna go home like everything all good? Like, you must hate your life that much that you wanted that shit to be over. It got to be that, right? I don't understand how you get to that logical explanation.
I mean, we both grown up in an environment where we've seen arguments and disagreements go further than they should. And this is just a perfect example of it. You've seen shit pop off. Somebody say, I'm going to go get my brother, I'm going to go get my cousin, and it turn into something that they don't need to turn into because egos are fragile. People don't want to be embarrassed. I don't want my feelings hurt. I don't want to look bad. and it turns into something that it doesn't need to be.
Man, this is fucking shameful, dog. As humans, dog, the earth is trying to get rid of us, and I do not blame the earth. We the virus, dog. The earth is trying to get rid of us, man.
Yeah.
Like all this COVID shit and conspiracies and trying to depopulate the earth. I don't agree with it because I'm on this earth and you might get me. So I want to be here. Okay. But like people, dog, humans, humans so fucked up, man. Like we dangerous, dog. Like we are a fucking parasite, dog. And when an unknown substance enters your body, what happens to your body? The body get hot to try to start to get rid of it. And then they send all the soldiers out. The earth is warming up. We got hurricanes. We got locusts. We got all these type of, like, nigga, they trying to get humans off this earth because we are not good for this earth, man. I'm not surprised.
What is it? The killer wasp? The killer bees?
Killer wasps and killer fucking hornet. Murder hornets is what they calling them.
Yeah, the murder hornet.
Fam, what? What? Like, dog, the earth is finished with us. They're done. Get these niggas off of us. We destroy everything. We overbuild everything. Dog, you know how many fucking cars it is and how many cars is about to be made in the next year? Dog, we can never make a car again and it's enough cars for us to air. Like, we just overdo shit, dog. Ain't nobody ever happy with nothing. Somebody's gonna always tell you to go get more. Oh man, that was a good job. Now do something better with it. What? You just got a master's degree. Go get your PhD, man. Stop bullshitting. What? Like, we ain't never happy, dog. Humans is a fucked up thing to be, dog. I am one, but it's fucked up because we ain't never happy. Every time we get something, oh, that's great. Now let's get something more. How do we make it bigger?
I mean, it's the hunger for more, the idea that, you know, what the things that we have are never enough. That we need the bigger house, we need the better car, we need the job that pays more. Like, what we have is just never satisfactory enough.
I think I'm about to chill out, dog. This shit just wild, man. I don't want Earth. Where Earth 2 at? We'll fuck that shit up too, dog.
Yeah.
Like, there's still new building. We're still building new cities and new construction and new areas, and like, oh, we're about to put up a new condo over here. Fam, we got enough. Like, it's enough space. Build up, not out. Like, we ruining this fucking world, the people in it, and I don't know, man. This shit frustrating, dog. Like, it's legit frustrating, man.
Yeah.
All right, man. I don't want to talk about this shit no more, dog. This shit is depressing. This shit is depressing, dog.
I mean, there's definitely some other crazy shit going on in the world. Where you want to go next?
Damn, I do kind of got one other thing I want to say. It's kind of that's attached to this. Now, you familiar with this fat fedora wearing motherfucker?
Your boy, Jason Whitlock.
Yeah. Now,
what did he do this week?
So after the situation with them two devils chasing down this young black man, you know, LeBron posted on his Instagram, right? That same picture that thousands, hundreds of thousands of people posted on his Instagram. Well, this fat fedora wearing motherfucker take that as an opportunity to say LeBron James is using this as an opportunity to be better than Michael Jordan. This is fake. He doesn't mean it. And because last week they talked about Michael Jordan and not being political, this is just him trying to one up Michael Jordan, and this is all fake and blah, blah, blah. Dog, do you understand how much I hate Jason Whitlock, dog? Like, I don't necessarily say hate to people I don't actually know, but I hate this nigga, dog.
I feel like he takes every opportunity that he has to tear down anything associated with black athletes.
100%.
The bigger the athlete, the harder he tries to tear them down. And I just don't understand his rhyme or reason behind it. LeBron, if somebody wants to make a stand and it's seen as, a political stand, we gave Jordan so much shit for years about what he would not do, when faced with those same type of opportunities. These newer and younger athletes, they're media savvy, they're social media savvy. They're not afraid to stand up for what they feel is right or wrong in situations, and they understand the power of themselves as an entity, as a brand, and the influence that they have. I commend LeBron for doing the right thing. No, can an athlete change the world? Probably not. But he may be able to spark.
They may.
Maybe. I mean, I'm saying probably, but I mean, there's always a chance. I hate to speak in absolute.
Jason Whitlock saying he doing more harm than good. Well, if one of the most popular
I believe staying silent is doing more harm than good at this point.
Not even. So listen, this is what I believe, right? If you want to talk, you want to speak, speak. If you don't. But like, if one of the most popular people in the world post something up on this page that you've probably never heard of, I didn't know about it until a week ago, right? So if you're not tuned in, if more people listen to it and be like, let me go review this. Oh shit, this video? Oh wow. Now more people actually hear it. And then right after that, charges start brung up. So I help bring awareness. People start looking at it online. A lot of media attention and a lot of pressure got on. And then 2 days later, they get arrested. How is that more harm than good? He said that's not helping for justice. Yes, it does. When more people talk, it did actually help for justice. The first portion of it, which is just the arrest, we got a long process to go after that, right? But like,
yeah,
because
opportunity. George Zimmerman got arrested.
Yeah, went to trial, the whole nine. So
the arrest is just the beginning.
Yeah. With the whole Jordan shit, like, I'm okay with people not saying certain things if that's not your lane. What Jordan did do when they try to press him about, the black politician dude or whatever, he like, nigga, I don't know nothing about politics. Y'all want me to just say because he black, I'm putting my foot. I'm not talking about that shit. That's not my lane. I give him some money though. I donate to his cause. Because a lot of motherfuckers who be talking shit online ain't never donated no money to any of these candidates. I bet you that.
Or even if you don't have money, you ever donated time? You ever volunteered? Anything to stand on these causes that y'all stand on top of your soapbox and beat your chest about.
I'm not voting for nobody just because fucking Michael Jordan said it. You know what I'm saying? Like, we put too much fake value on that shit. You know what I'm saying? If you want to use a political, if you want to use an athlete or some shit to bring awareness to something, to say something that people look at, cool. But just because insert famous person here said they voting for this person, I'm not voting for nobody because Michael Jordan said he voting for him. Who the fuck cares who Michael Jordan voting for? If that's not his fucking lane, if he not a great orator, and he not a political science, whatever. If I just did nothing but study basketball my whole fucking life, nigga, don't start talking to me about politics. Stick to basketball. Because soon as you say some shit that the people don't like, you know what they gonna tell you? Nigga, stick to basketball. I'm fine with him not saying certain shit, but I like the fact that he put his money up. Because a lot of y'all niggas talking online, but ain't never gave no motherfucking money up to nobody.
Yeah.
How much money have you donated to? Y'all was talking shit about the G-Mac Cash video, song about Big Gretch and the Buffs and everything like that. How much, and that money went to New Era Detroit. How much money have you gave to New Era Detroit? How much time have you put into New Era Detroit? Everybody got a lot of shit to say, But where the money at? Because we need money to fund these things. All that kumbaya shit and the songs and shit, that's good, but I need money for the program. So if Jordan go open 2 medical centers for underprivileged communities in North Carolina and y'all don't say shit about that because y'all don't give a fuck. If I didn't put 2,000 different people through college, but just because I don't get on the internet and say it, y'all don't give a fuck. Y'all just want the shit that look good. But if a nigga actually put his money where his mouth is, or instead of where his mouth is, he put the money there, like that's important too. Yeah, we cool. We can have somebody to come out there and talk shit and get everybody riled up. But what about the money though? Because everybody need a financer. And like everybody, sometimes people don't want to broadcast. Like, don't bring the cameras out when you giving back to the homeless. I'm not doing it for that. I'm not doing it for y'all to be like, oh, let's praise Michael Jordan. Let's praise LeBron because he said this. Sometimes people want to help because they want to fucking help.
Yeah, and when you sometimes bring the camera and the media into it, it just looks insincere.
Yeah. But
it takes money to fund these campaigns, because they have staff, they have people that work for them. It costs to get people there. It costs to eat. Gas may have gone down, but it's not free.
Who put the money up for Martin Luther King? You know what I'm saying?
It's just a lot of moving parts. Yeah.
Like, so I don't care that insert person here don't quote unquote stand up. So Michael Jordan get a lot of fucking flack. This not no Michael Jordan apology party or some shit. Who in Michael Jordan era stand up and said something about anything? Did anybody ever ask Magic Johnson ever to stand up for a cause? Because I never heard it.
No.
Did anybody ever say, Scottie Pippen, what do you believe in? Stand up for a cause, stand up for black people? Did we hear Isaiah Thomas get asked that? Did we ask Charles Barkley that? Did we ask Allen Iverson to stand up for a cause? Like, outside of Michael Jordan, who did we ask to stand up for black people? Because is it just one person? Matter of fact, who has said it? Other than Muhammad Ali, give me the athlete who's going out their way. Not in recent years. I'm talking about late 80s, early 90s when all this shit was going down. Who is it? What was the stance? Because everybody keep telling me how he didn't do this. Who did?
You can argue any sport, football, basketball, any sport. Who was the black athlete of the late 80s, mid to late 80s that stood up? You'll be hard pressed to give me 5 names.
Cause niggas don't hit you with a Jim Brown, like nigga, what? Like
that was the 70s.
You know what I'm saying?
Jim Brown was like the 60s and 70s.
I get it. Hindsight being 2020, you can make shit look however you want. Who is the person who's supposed to stand up? And once again, why do all y'all niggas want somebody to talk for you when you can stand up yourself? These conversations don't need to be handled in the media. They need to be handled in your kitchen, at your church, in your communities. Them the conversations
where you can actually start to make feasible and reasonable changes. The black church used to be a place where you could go to make change, not just hear about how you're gonna get blessed with a new car and a new house.
All right, I'm about to throw out a hot take, and I've always felt this way.
Let's go.
But I just never said this shit publicly. You know why I think there be so much pressure for quote unquote big athletes to say something publicly? Because black people still got it in their mind is that only if we can convince the white people that we're okay, then we'll be fine. And because this person is popular, white people get access to him. So we need you to tell the white people for us that we okay. Because like, why else would you care? Black people already down for the black issues. So you're not trying to convince black people that we should be helping black. You know what I'm saying? What exactly? Who are you trying to get Michael Jordan to talk to? Oh, you want him to talk to the white people for you because you think that that's how we get out of it. We just got to convince the white people again that we okay. Don't hurt us. We smart. We like. I'm done with this convincing shit. Like why else do you think we want the most popular person to talk out? Because we always agree and we always want him to say what we want. We already agree on that shit. You want him to say it to the white folks, right? And I'm not okay with that. That's not my goal. I'm not trying to convince you that my life is worth something. I don't need another person to speak on my behalf to say, yo, Michael Jordan said our life is worth something. Can you let us live now? I'm not with that shit, dog. Mm-mm.
So because we can't do it ourselves, Jay, are you saying that we need a popular representative?
That's what it's always felt like to me. Nigga, speak for your fucking self. Who the white leaders? Because I hear black leaders. We need another black leader. Who the white leaders? Because I ain't never heard a white person say, man, we need another white leader. Like, why do we do that?
Trump the white leader.
It's a lot of white motherfuckers who don't like Trump. Okay, the Democrats and Republicans, like them, the black folks, we are a small percentage of that. We can take all the black people out and put them over to the side, and you still gonna have the Democrats and the Republicans, and the majority of the country white anyway. You know what I'm saying? So it's like they not always gonna always agree. I just always thought that like that's the reason. Because if you want somebody to get the message out to other black people, you don't got to be the most popular person. You don't have to be. You got to be the most down person. We already on the same page. Nigga, stop killing us. But we need LeBron. If LeBron tell y'all to stop killing joggers, then maybe they gonna listen to LeBron. Shit. No, man, that's not how it works, dog. Speak up for your goddamn self. And that's just that on that.
That was a lot on that, Jay.
Yeah, man. I just always felt that way, dog. And like I just had to say that shit. I don't need nobody to speak for me. I ain't never looked for a fucking leader. I don't never need nobody to speak for me. Anything I got to say, I'm gonna say you that shit myself. And if more people spoke up for themselves and expressed their actual opinion, I think we'll be in a better place. That's just me.
Okay.
Shout out to Lavar Ball. What a transition. Oh man. Now you see it's a couple of people who couple high school recruits that are supposed to go to the college, and they was like, fuck that, we going to the G League, and they making like, you know, $250,000, $300,000 hooping in the G League and shit, right?
That's not a bad deal.
It's not. It's a great fucking deal.
That's not a bad deal at all.
It's a great fucking deal.
Because, you know, for a lot of these young dudes, I'm not even going to say some. You know, it used to be a dream that I want to go to this college and play for this coach. Nah, man. A lot of these young guys, we just got to realize they don't want to go to school. They went to school because they had to. They want to play basketball. They want to play basketball, and this is the quickest way to get to the end goal.
You think they want to play basketball because you think they want to play basketball because they want to play basketball, or you think they want to play basketball because they like basketball and it pays a lot of money?
Because they like basketball and it pays a shit ton of money. And the pipeline used to be you got to go to college and then you get drafted. The G League has created a lot of interesting opportunities where now you can go play for a year, make you $300,000, sign with a sneaker company, and play against
so the reason
top-tier competition.
I just want to make one little correction in what you just said, and that's the reason I said shout out to Lavar Ball. Lavar Ball made this an opportunity for people. The G League stole Lavar Ball's I forget what he called his league. Big Baller League? I don't know. He can name everything Big Baller. But like he took high school players, paid them money, and put that shit on. They had his own basketball court with the Big Baller logo, played them motherfucking games right there on Facebook Watch. The same shit that he got that shit popping. He was the first show on there. Now Red Table Talk is on there. Thanks Lavar Ball, because he was the first person to get a deal on Facebook. Shout out to Lavar Ball and his Ball in the family. But Lavar Ball is the reason why the G League is that way, and that's the reason why the NCAA is now letting players make money off their likeness now. They playing catch up because we don't need y'all no more. Shout out to Lavar Ball. he gave niggas the blueprint, and people are following him. Now, shout out to Curve. He was supposed to call in, but since he didn't, I'm going to take his post and say it like it's mine. Hold on. So he said, you can quote me, I quote him. You can quote me, and I'm on record saying this before. Lavar Ball was a consultant for the NBA all along. They not stealing anything from him, because if they were, he would let us know. That's a good take, man.
Yeah. He don't stay quiet about nothing. He don't stay quiet about nothing. He don't stay quiet about nothing. And I'll even take it a step further, because I saw him on the Knuckleheads podcast this past week. Brandon Jennings.
Yeah.
When Brandon Jennings came, before he came to the NBA, he said he played a year over in Europe.
Yep.
Brandon Jennings was like, he made 1.2 living in Rome, Italy, a year before he came into the league.
He was the first one to do that too.
Yeah. First one, and he made good money, and you can argue that he had a decent NBA career. I mean, injuries definitely cut short some of his potential, but I mean, you 17, 18, you living in Rome, you making 1.2 million a year instead of your friends. What did he say? He said instead of his friends being stateside begging for $1,000 Pell Grant,
right,
and having to go to class every day. Now, is that path for everybody? No. There's a lot of cultural differences. You got to be, pretty savvy and responsible. You probably need a good team around you, but if you're ready for that next step, that might be the next perfect fit for you.
Yeah.
It's that young boy that's playing here in Michigan, Imani Banks, I believe is his name. I've seen NBA scouts say he's in 10th grade. At 15, he could be a lottery pick right now. If the NBA does not change their stance on, letting players go straight from high school to college, there's no way he's going to play for anybody's college program.
Well, I mean, right now,
there's absolutely no way.
This is the median, right? So the G League is a NBA league. You're playing professional basketball for the NBA. So in a couple of years, we gonna like, nigga, just go play for a regular team. Like, why put you in the G League?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But
I mean, some players need that development, but
don't draft them.
For every player that needs that development, there are the anomalies to the rule. There are, the LeBrons in every situation.
Man, Brandon Jennings is only 30 years old, fam. He should still be playing in the league. But shout out to Brandon Jennings, because he did play overseas for a year. He skipped college, and then when he came over here, and wasn't there a lockout in 2008? Was there? When was the? What?
I do believe there was a short lockout in 08.
Yeah. So because of that, and that was right when he was getting picked up, like, he saved all his money. Like, when he got to the league, he didn't go buy a Bentley and no shit like that. That nigga went and got like a minivan or some shit. He like got an apartment that was close to the facility, and like walked and rode his bike to the gym every day when he was in Milwaukee and shit. Like, he saved all his money. It wasn't
a minivan. He got like a Ford Explorer or something like that.
Yeah, I remember him explaining that, like,
a relatively modest vehicle for NBA players.
Yeah, like, it was. I remember he was speaking about this on Partner Interruption 10 years ago or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, like, I'm saving my money. I'm doing things right. I'm investing. So now that I played in the NBA he played 10 seasons in the NBA. He's only 30 years old now. He's hooping in Europe, I believe, right now. If he's hooping at all. I know in 2018 he went back to Europe. But like, fam, I did things the right way.
And now that I'm retired at 30, I can do what I want.
I'm rich, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, I did things the right way.
So a few years ago, I had some friends, and we had some investment opportunities on the table. And I'm not going to say the NBA player's name that we were friendly with, but he was an NBA player. He had recently retired, maybe been out of the league, maybe like a year or two at that time, and was telling us about how a lot of his friends were going broke and asking him to borrow money just to stay afloat
because
they had squandered, multi-million-dollar contracts, and now that they had been out of the league 2 or 3 years, they had trouble maintaining just a normal lifestyle. So, I mean, the shit happens every day.
Like, because how we was talking about earlier, or how I was saying earlier, like humans and Americans specifically, like we just want more. We got this thirst for, we want bigger, better. So, fam, you got a $7 million contract. After taxes and shit, you may bring home, and everybody pay, you may bring home 3.5. Fam, you got to make this money stretch. You can't go buy the $500,000 Bentley, dog. Like, it just don't work that way. Like, I know that you want this admiration from your friends and all the chicks and shit. Like, it don't work that way, though.
It's hard to maintain a lifestyle when you were making $10 million a year, and now you don't make any money a year. Because not everybody that's in the NBA is gonna be a star.
Like, unless you one of the lucky ones, fam, this money gotta last you the rest of your life.
And most of y'all careers are done in 3 to 5 years.
Yes.
So now you are literally 27, 28 years old.
That's if you a lottery pick. You hope you a lottery pick.
There's only 12 slots on the NBA team, I think.
Yeah.
It's a new younger player coming out every year. And like I said, there's not, it may seem like it's a lot of superstars in the NBA, but like literally it's 15, 20 superstars.
Not even that much.
24 all-stars. There's 24 all-stars every year.
And 12 of them half of them can go.
Yeah.
Half of them is just really good players. The other half, a third of them, a third of the 24 are legit superstars. And some of them are superstars that are past their prime who just got a name now.
You got to plan for the future, buddy, because this NBA shit ain't going to last forever.
Yeah.
Can't hoop forever.
Man, you know who wish they could hoop forever? Shannon Brown. Can you hear what's going on with Shannon Brown?
Man, Shannon having a rough week.
I'm so fucking angry with the fucking state of Georgia. Georgia can suck 2 dicks. Like, so, a report came out that said, in What the Fuck News, Shannon Brown was arrested for firing his rifle at 2 strangers who entered his house. Why is he being arrested? Like, and not the 2 strangers that entered his house? So,
well, do you know what the full story is?
Yeah. So the story is, the 2 people, a man and a woman, said, they was driving down the street and I saw a for sale sign and decided to go in and look around the house. That's some weird shit. I've never seen a for sale sign and thought I can walk inside of a house. I've never done that before, but they thought they can walk inside of the house, and they said the door was open, and then they heard someone tell them to come on in. I'm not buying it. I'm not fucking buying it. Then, this was around 6:00. Then, allegedly, he come out with his rifle and start busting, and they get the fuck out of there. 3 hours and 45 minutes later, at 9:45, they call the police and tell them what happened. Fam, fuck what y'all doing for 3 hours and 45 minutes if somebody was shooting at you with a rifle?
Formulating the story.
Like, dog, this don't sound right, dog. Like, if a nigga start busting at me with the rifle as I'm trying to look for a house, I'm getting the fuck out of there and I'm calling the police immediately then, right? Not damn near 4 hours later. This story is bullshit. And how did he get arrested when they was in his house? Fuck what you thought. Apparently. Fuck what you thought. Nigga, you not invited. I'm shooting anybody who not supposed to be in my house.
I've gone to real estate school. I've looked at several houses in my lifetime. And typically when you see a house with a for sale sign, you have to schedule an appointment and someone will take you in.
you call a number or some shit, like, or even if you're going to go pick up a house, there's a little key thing that you pop, the little lock box or some shit like that. But like, fam, come on.
Unless there's a sign on the front of this house that says open house, you just really don't go scrolling in there on your own.
Nigga, if I want to sell my house, I'm gonna put a for sale sign outside, but I still live here, nigga. Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
Shout out to Shannon for having nigga got the rifles on deck. He want Monica back.
Yeah, because what'd you say?
He want Monica back, dog. Leave that man alone, man. He's angry.
Yeah, man. He going through it. That's how I don't want to say. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. Is something wrong with Monica?
Why you say that?
I don't know, man. She's been linked to quite a few famous men, and
quite a few.
When relationships, C Murder, Rocco, Shannon Brown.
Rocco is not a famous man.
Rocco is famous, my nigga.
Rocco's not famous, dog. They from Atlanta. Like, they
Rocco's
grew up in the same neighborhood.
Daddy.
They grew up in the same neighborhood.
Rocco's
like,
a baby daddy.
He don't count as being famous. That don't count. Nigga, you can't go from C Murder to Rocco, nigga.
She had like 2 kids with him. He's famous.
Nigga, Shannon Brown not even really famous. Like, I mean, we know the nigga because he from Michigan State. Like, if he didn't go to MSU, he'd just be random nigga at the end of the bench on the Lakers. I don't want to say that because like he asked or some shit like that. Shannon got mad hops. I don't want to home like that, but
okay, because it sounded like he was trying to.
I know I'm trying to get these jokes off. I can't do that I can't do that to the nigga, dog.
It sounded like he was trying to go there.
C Murder is definitely more popular than Shannon Brown, though. Okay,
absolutely.
Shannon Brown got championship rings and shit. But no, Shannon Brown is the most popular person she's been with.
You could argue these other niggas is popular too, Jay.
Rocco is popular in Atlanta. No one knows who Rocco is, dog.
Oh man. Okay.
Go ask your son who Rocco is.
He don't listen to rap music like me.
That nigga don't know who the fuck Rocco is. Oh, I bet you heard of C Murder though.
Probably.
Yeah. He ain't even know it. Oh shit! Shout out to Rocco. Damn, fucking one of Rocco people listen to this podcast is gonna pull up and like, what you say about my man?
Yeah,
like Rocco out here. My bad, Rocco. They just jokes, man. They just jokes, man. Shit. All right, man.
So we got one more situation I want to get some jokes off about.
Earl Thomas?
Absolutely.
I knew that was coming. Let's go.
Okay. So Earl Thomas, NFL player, recently played for the Baltimore Ravens.
One of the best defensive players in the league.
Yeah.
Like, he's not like a scrub. Like, this nigga is the man. Legion of Boom. Like, you know, like, he not like the Shannon Brown of the NFL. Like, nah, we fuck with it. he not the Rocco of the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga out here. It's like, nah, I'm fucking with y'all, man.
So
I don't want no smoke.
He was caught by his wife cheating. Apparently, him and his brother were posted up in an Airbnb with a few young ladies. His wife found out where he was. Her and some of her homegirls, she busted in on him and held him at gunpoint. When the police came, I guess he had wrestled the gun away from her, but she also had a knife and was chasing him when the police pulled up.
Dog, you know how she found a nigga?
How? He left his phone?
This nigga had his location on Snapchat.
God damn it. Yeah, she logged into his Snapchat and found the nigga.
Like, I don't know. She was on her phone. Like, he just left his like, nigga, you are an NFL star. You left your location on. She showed up at the Airbnb. So like that's your actual location, not just like a little hashtag. Like this nigga slow. Anybody could have found the nigga and robbed him. I guess they got into an argument. They got into an argument earlier in the daytime. His brother came and swooped him, and they went over to an Airbnb. The report is when she came in the house, she found him in bed with a bunch of bitches. Like not one woman. He was like with multiple.
That's
women.
why I said a few young ladies.
Oh shit. So this let me get
remember like on Ballers when they had the fun house.
Yeah. Yes. This is exactly that. So listen.
They was having fun.
It's a global pandemic, fam. You not getting no Airbnb the same day when you get into an argument. Like this was a pre-planned party. I pre-planned this argument that I got into your ass with.
Yeah, the argument was pre-planned because my brother texted me the bitches is here.
Yeah.
I gotta get out the house. The bitches is here.
I will say this.
He went downstairs like, I can't stand the way you make you pancakes. I'm getting the fuck up out of here.
Right. So look, dog. I don't want to be this nigga, but I really want to be this nigga. Listen, man, if your relationship don't work out, go ahead and leave your relationship. Leave your marriage, whatever. But you cannot pull up with a gun and point a gun at somebody's head because they decided they want to cheat. Is cheating wrong? Yes. But if we reverse this situation and you find out your girl is cheating, you cannot pull up and put a gun to her head because the people going to be looking at you saying that you're a problem and this is violence against women and this is toxic and all this shit and this is what we go through and we don't want. No, you can't do that shit, dog. Like, I get it. You mad. That's the whole. It just seems like when a woman catch a man cheating, she can do whatever the fuck she wants. She can pull knives on him. She can punch him. She can kick him. She can literally pull a gun with one in the chamber on him. If a man catch his girl cheating and he put a knife to her or pull a gun to her, now this is a whole different conversation.
That shit takes off somewhere completely different. You're an abuser. You're toxic. You're going to jail, my nigga.
Yeah.
You're definitely going to jail.
Like, I want everybody to not bring in violence if your mate cheat. Men and women. Like, nigga, you took the L, move on. Not move on like get over it, but like you can't. So she said, allegedly, that she took the clip out or the magazine out and she just wanted to scare him. But she didn't know that was actually one in the chamber.
One in the chamber.
Like,
right.
Nigga, this is a 92 Beretta, nigga. This is the Kane's gun in the Menace to Society. Like, this is one of my favorite guns, by the way. I don't have one, which is weird, but yeah. But like, no, you almost killed that man. Cause you want to quote unquote, and she came over with a posse. Like, you can't murder. You can't.
No. It was her and some of her homegirls.
Yeah, a posse.
They was probably geeking her up the whole way. Girl, he ain't shit. All of that. And they popped up with the pistol thinking that they was going to do something. They hyped her up the whole way. And that's a lot of times how shit get out of hand. Like, sometimes you ain't even there, but when you got the peanut gallery and your cheerleaders behind you, now your ego is involved. You don't want to look bad in front of your friend.
A woman ever put a gun on you?
Yes.
So check this out.
Yes, she has.
I know you got stabbed before by some chick.
I had been stabbed. A young lady pulled a gun out on me because I was definitely playing games. She pulled a gun out on me.
You pull a gun
ended up locking me. If
you pull a gun out on me, you best have intent to kill me because no, like that's not a line that I'm gonna let you ever cross in life. If you pull a fucking gun on me, I'm thinking that you're trying to kill me and I'm gonna shoot you. That's just how it is. I'd fear for my life. So, like, why would you pull a gun on me?
I mean, it was almost the same type of instance. She definitely caught me up cheating, caught me up with another young lady. I didn't. This is before I carried a gun. Kind of caught. I was at her house with my guard down. She presented me with all the evidence. I'm still, I'm alive till the grave with it. I'm lying some more. And then she pulled out the pistol, and I started giving her pieces of the truth.
I bet, nigga. You saw pieces of your life flash before your fucking eyes and shit.
I definitely had to talk her down off of the ledge. I am not, once she lowered the gun, I'm not even gonna lie, I punched the bitch like I was vintage Mike Tyson, and I ran out the house.
Like, if you pull a gun on me, I'm fucking you up. Insert any person in the history of people. If you pull a gun on me, I'm fucking you up. There's no way around that. You want to kill me? Oh, we'll find out.
I just needed to get out the house at that moment, and I punched her hard enough to drop her, and she subsequently dropped the gun.
That shit sound wild, dog.
But I mean, I ain't no balls about the shit. Like I'm still here to tell the story. But she was definitely, we always say it. Love and hate are varying degrees of the same emotion.
Yeah.
And in that moment, I didn't know which way it was going to go. So as soon as I saw the opportunity, I took it. Now, I've never seen this young lady again, but I'll say this on the podcast. She better hope I don't never see her again, because it's on fucking sight.
I don't know, man. I don't know, Dave. She had you down. She drew down on you. You hit her once. You should have finished the job then. Should have finished the job then. It's too late now. You had your chance, buddy. I don't think you want to smoke. You got the fuck out of there for a reason. You got the fuck out of there for a reason. She done stabbed you and put a gun on you. No, you got the fuck out of there for a reason, nigga. Leave that girl alone. Okay, leave her alone.
This is well. First of all, this is not the same girl that stabbed me.
Oh, okay.
We're talking two different individuals. It's not the same. The girl that stabbed me, she definitely got on the plane and is back somewhere in Miami.
Fam, you don't make great decisions, nigga. With women, clearly, they want to kill you. Multiple women want to kill you.
I've made. I'll even say it in like the past 2 years, there might be one or two that, we'll probably be out for blood right now. But, the game is the game, and I done lived it. That's all I can say. That's all I can say.
All right. I'm not. I won't even go through a therapy session with you today, man. But get your shit together.
Not today. But you know what? I have talked to my therapist. She does want to, like, once Gretch Money let the stay at home go, we're gonna have a session live on air.
Okay, I'm with it. I actually want to do that shit with myself too.
She is complete. I've talked to my therapist. She's completely down with it. So we're gonna make it happen.
All right, man. Last topic I got on here. I wasn't gonna say it, but I guess I'll bring it up because that's what we do in barbershops, right?
Absolutely.
This pink, purple, skittle, rainbow hair motherfucker is out and dropping music and is on IG Live trying to.
Your boy Takashi.
Snitch 9 is trying to explain why him snitching is not that big of a deal and all this other shit. Like, I saw some clips on Twitter because I'm not clicking on the video and shit like that was just playing like he trying to explain how, they wasn't loyal to me and blah. Fam, you're a whole fake gangster. Like, we saw you in court, Daniel. Like, you're a whole fake gangster. You can't play this whole, they was fucking my nigga. You is a whole fake gangster. We heard you when you got kidnapped. Your real voice came out. Right. All that gangster shit that you was talking, it ain't real. You explained how they showed you the hand symbols, taught you the lingo. You're a fake gangster. So now that we all know you're a fake gangster, now you gonna double down on it? Come on, fam. He even got some more colorful tattoos on his face. Come on, man. And like, y'all loving this shit too, apparently. But what do you think about this situation?
So I look at it on two ends, man. You know, they did try to extort him. They beat him up. They kidnapped him, threatened to kidnap his family, and fuck his girl. In normal circumstances, niggas would tell. I don't care. You know, it's a lot of people talking, you know, he should have stood tall, blah, blah, blah. Like, if that shit happened to you, y'all niggas would have told.
Well, I think
you can't be mad at him.
I think the issue with that is
standing on a code that he's not a part of.
Right. So, but that's the issue though. Cause like, all right, fine. We get that cause the niggas they didn't hold you down. But if you was like thorough and they didn't do that shit, I would understand. But like, you a fake gangster. You can't come back to the fake persona though. Like, we know the truth. This not true. You don't got no shooters with you no more. You got government agents with you, if anything. Like stop.
But Jay, that matters to old niggas like us. The kids that listen to this shit, like, they don't care. He had 2 million people watching him on Instagram Live today.
It's a spectacle.
2 million.
It's a spectacle though. Like, it's not 2 million followers. Like, first off, he don't got 2 million people that listen to his music like that. Like, no one listens to that shit. Them streaming farms overseas
and
got the nigga high.
Video. And he dropped a new video.
Some of y'all Big Mad and Big Bag or some weak ass shit, some purple hair colored Skittle shit. Hey, listen, man, that shit wasn't never my cup of tea to begin with. The Gummo beat was dope, but that was just about it. No one listen. Y'all don't. Like, come on, y'all don't really listen to that nigga shit like that, dog. Like, y'all just don't. Like, I don't believe it. But somebody gonna shoot this nigga in the face.
We don't listen to it, but man, like, these kids are, Jay.
No, it's a lie. It's a lie. That goddamn record company blew that nigga up overseas in Russia, and they got them streaming farms and all them shit over in Russia. And then when he came over here, he was on the charts, not because kids up and down these streets was listening to that shit, because they had that streaming shit over in Russia. That shit is fake. He's been an industry plant from day one. That shit is not real, dog. It's not real. You ain't never heard one of them songs on the fucking radio, ever. Even at the height of Tekashi shit like that, you have never heard that shit on WJLB.
No, I mean, I could name a Tekashi song if I wanted to.
Like, you can't be that popping everywhere and then they not play your shit on the radio at all. I hear shit on the radio all the time. I hear Little Baby shit. I hear random new artists all the time. I'm like, fam, fuck out of here. That shit is fake. But it was fake for that reason. But somebody gonna shoot this nigga in the face. And it's not gonna be a street nigga. It's gonna be a nigga who's just as fake as him. Cause niggas won't clout for beating that nigga up. They will shoot this nigga on live just for the clout and the followers. Remember when
you know what it kind of reminds me of? Towards the end of The Wire, the season, towards the series end of The Wire, where Omar was in the store
yep.
and the kid took him out. You know, the most unexpected and unassuming person took him out. That's
like,
what this reminds me of.
That's Omar? Like, dog, a nigga that's just... Remember when Triple X died? Niggas was online trying to take credit for the murder, dog? I've never seen that shit before. These kids are a different breed. And they'll shoot this nigga on live, not because they're a game bagger, because they want the clout for killing or fucking up 6ix9ine on camera. He's not gonna be safe. He lucky it's Corona time because niggas not coming outside. A nigga gonna fuck him up on cam just to say they did that shit on cam.
Absolutely.
We might see that nigga die on the internet. I wouldn't be surprised. And not because of some old street nigga or some beat, just because of new nigga shit. We might see that nigga catch a bullet to the face right on Instagram Live. We see regular niggas do it all the time. Regular niggas get shot and killed on Instagram and Facebook Live all the time. Seen one last week, unfortunately.
It's a crazy world that we living in, man. This shit just ain't right.
It's not.
It ain't
dog.
right, man. This shit don't make no sense. Everybody's crazy.
That's why Bill Gates. That's why Bill Gates trying to get the fuck out, get us the fuck out of here, dog. He trying to do population control because we crazy. Dog, picture Bill Gates looking at Tekashi 6ix9ine. Like, he would just be so confused. He would be so confused.
I mean, when you that rich, everything that's poor will probably confuse you.
Yeah. I can't get with Tekashi Snitch 9. Ain't shit funny about that shit. It's all fun and games till somebody gets shot in the face.
Since we speaking about music real quick, I do want to throw one shout out there on the music tip. Shout out to Oba Roland for being the first artist signed to Big Sean's new label, Dime Life. If you're not familiar with Oba and his music, he's been putting in a lot of work for a lot of years around the city, and that hard work is hopefully going to pay off for the big fella.
For sure.
We haven't had him on our show, but he has been in Shop Talk Studios a few times. Shout out to the homie Cheyenne who's had him on and he definitely shouted her out in the Dream song and the video. But
man,
I hope it's really
that nigga was in the studio damn near 5 days in a row on everybody's show for a couple months ago.
Yeah. And rap music will always be kind to a fat nigga that can rhyme and got personality. I just feel that way.
I thought you was rhyming there,
and I'm
nigga.
not trying to and I'm not trying to discredit him in any way because I think he's an incredible talent.
Yeah.
And I hope Sean flashes the spotlight on him and he gets the love, respect, and admiration that he truly deserves. I'm supporting anything Detroit.
Facts. I just threw up on the Shop Talk page a random ass Bodie James appreciation post just because.
Love Bodie. I love Bodie.
We just like the nigga, dog. He dope, man. And that's one of my favorite Bodie verses, so I just dropped that shit. Because nigga. That's what we can do.
It's our show, it's our page. We can do what the fuck we want. We ain't gotta explain that shit. No rhyme, no reason, nothing more than that. We just fucking felt like it. We fuck with the music and we felt like it.
Yeah. You got a music pick?
I do have a music pick of the week. Music is coming from another MC from my hometown that I like his music. I believe in him. I'm not sure why, things have not taken off quite as quickly as I thought they would for this MC, but I'm a huge fan of his music. It's the homie GT. I got my hands on a little bit of unreleased shit, but he is dropping a video for it tonight. So by the time this comes out tomorrow, the video will be out, but the song is called Trippin' by GT. I like it. I fuck with GT. I think he's a dope rapper, Team Eastside. And yeah, I just want to see him. I want to see him win.
Yeah.
I want to see the homie win.
Yeah, he been in the studio too, by the way.
Yeah.
So
everybody comes through Shop Talk Podcast Studio.
That's a fact.
Everybody.
That's a fact.
I can't wait till we open back up because I'm putting it out there before the end of the year is over. Cash Doll is gonna walk through there, and I'm gonna meet her, and I'm gonna holler at her.
She was actually supposed to be there on April the 11th on someone's show, but shit happens. Listen,
I'm gonna meet her this year.
I mean,
and I'm gonna tell her I love her.
Well, you might not, because we might not come back outside.
No, Greg Money gonna let us come back outside in June.
Yeah,
we'll be back in June.
Business is gonna open up. That don't mean niggas is gonna be outside. We're not like regular people, because y'all niggas been fooling the last 2 weekends. But that's neither here nor there. My whose man's this is Jason Whitlock, fat fedora wearing fucking ass. I hate that nigga. Whose man's it is? Who in the history of niggerdom can call him a friend? Ain't no one is going. You know what? You know who Mike Hill is on ESPN?
I do.
He actually posted like, look, I know I might get fired for this, but I'm tired of working with a colleague who just continually to say reckless things online and blah. He was referencing him in his comments about the situation in Georgia and LeBron James, and Whitlock was going back and forth from people on Twitter, losing every argument but acting like he won it. But like when niggas when your coworkers are tired of you, man, like the people at your network are tired of you, I know you being paid to do that shit. Like I know you being paid to be a shield, to be the antithesis of black power is exactly what you are. And I hate you for it.
Jay, You've been in the office long enough. There's a nigga at your job right now. You sick of that shit. You didn't had it up to here.
A whole list of them.
You sick of that shit.
But I'm not.
Nah,
this
man,
nigga say
we all work with one of them.
I got a whole list of them. But I'm not about to lose my
Right.
job. I'm not gonna lose my job for it. Niggas online like, nigga, I don't care if I lose my job. I'm tired of working with this motherfucker. We hate his whole ass.
That's how you know a nigga is fed the fuck up.
Yeah. I don't know if you ever heard Mike Hill off of ESPN, but he a real nigga. Okay.
Yeah.
Like, I'll be listening to some podcasts. He be on Dash Radio and shit. Oh, he got a nigga. He real niggerish sometimes, and that's not in a bad way. When I say that, I mean like, you know what I'm saying?
you like, look. So I'll say this. I recently started working at a new job, not that long ago. You know, they sent us home. You know, fairly. I was there less than a month before they sent us home from work, and my job can be a little cultish at times. And I just didn't. You know, when you don't know the culture of a place, you don't really know who you can kind of like talk to, and vent to, and kind of like let your hair down around. Because you know, it could be a mole, it could be a company man. But when I found the people that hated the place, like I hated the place, I felt like I found my tribe.
Yeah, BFFs.
Yeah, like I felt like I found my tribe. Because y'all hate it too, so it's just not me. I'm not just tripping. Y'all don't like it neither. Bet. We can be friends.
Basically.
And Mike Hill is one of them niggas I feel like, you know what, I see him around the water cooler and I'll be like, nigga. And he'll understand. He get it. I'm tired of that motherfucker at the corner cubicle. Nigga.
Yeah,
that's
man.
my dog, Mike Hill.
So yeah, man, that's all I got this week, man. We about to wrap this shit up. Go and hit us with the benediction.
All right, so it is Dame Gone Wild on IG. That's where you can find me. Shop Talk Podcast, shoptalkpod.com. When you see the blue and the black, you know where the fuck you at. Soon as Big Gretch Money lift the Stay at Home band, you'll see the blue and the black right behind us, as you've been used to. That's all I got.
Yeah, Jay Johnson 313 on everything that matters. I switched my little photography page name again. I do that shit a lot. It's just called Jason.Shooter. That's real easy. It's real simple. You feel me? Follow Carter Media Productions. Listen, man, Shop Talk Podcast. We are coming out the gate really, really strong as soon as Gretch Money open the fucking doors up, dog. You don't even understand how much shit I got planned for niggas. Like, I really got a lot of shit planned for niggas, dog. And we really about to turn it up on you guys, dog. And I know you probably hear shit like that from a lot of people all the time, but I'm not a lying ass nigga.
But we're not fucking around.
And
we're not fucking around.
I don't be capping like that. You know what I'm saying? But I got some shit lined up for niggas, man. And it's been a really good journey. 3 years up in the goddamn studio space, fam. A lot of small businesses don't last for 3 years, and Corona is trying to hate. But fuck that bitch. You feel me? Fuck Corona and her funky ass. But we still here.
It's not gonna take us out.
And I'm still standing. Derek Luke voice.
You know, hustlers don't die; they evolve.
You feel me?
And that's all that's happening. The hustle is just evolving.
Yeah, man. When you see the blue and the black, you know where you at. Shop Talk Podcast Studio. Book some time. I'm not saying we the Rockefeller podcast, but we are Jay and Dame.
Hell yeah.
Peace.